Our friends over at Razer sent us a new microphone to try out. So today, we're going to take a look at the Razer Seiren X, which is described as a condenser streaming microphone. So we're going to open this up, test it out, and see what it can do. And you know what? We're feeling pretty generous. So if you stick around, I'm going to tell you how you can get your hands on this here microphone. All right, let's do it. The Seiren X has a micro USB connection, although there was no cable in our box, so that might be something you need to provide yourself. It also has a 3.5mm headphone jack for monitoring. There's also volume control and a mute switch as well. The microphone also comes with this base, which is padded to cut down on those annoying clicks getting transferred through to the microphone. Although a lot of streamers that are interested in a microphone like this one will be using their own kind of mic arm attached to their table. And this microphone will definitely fit those nicely. Okay, so here's how this is going to work. For our little test today, we're going to use this blue microphone as a baseline recorded through XLR into this Zoom H6 recorder. We'll get a nice uncompressed wave file from that. Then we're going to look at how the Razer compares in kind of a gaming environment with a local recording through Voicemeeter. So let's get these lined up as closely as possible so they're picking up basically my voice from the same point. Okay, we hit record here and record here. Crap, it doesn't have an SD card in it. One sec. Okay, let's try this again. Recording here, recording here. This is a test. Testing 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2. All right, that's kind of boring. Dad jokes. Let's do that one. Apparently, you can't use beef stew as a password. It's not stroganoff. I wear a stethoscope so that in a medical emergency, I can teach people a valuable lesson about assumptions. What's a marsupial's favorite cocktail? A pina koala. Rip boiled water. You will be missed. So this is what it might sound like if these microphones were sitting on your desk, right? But one of the things that we want to also test was this. Usually, if you have your microphone on a mic arm, it'll be positioned a lot closer to your mouth. Don't kiss your wife with a runny nose. You might think it's funny, but it's not. My son asked me to stop singing Oasis songs in public. I said maybe. Alright, if you want to follow that account that is bad dad jokes on Twitter, easiest follow of my life. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is take both of these audio recordings up to my friend Simon on the audio team, and he can check out what kind of audio information we're getting from both of these microphones. The question is, does the Razer hold up? Let's go see.
Oh, the blue? Okay.
The blue is the Zoom one that's recorded with the XLR. I wear a stethoscope so that in a medical emergency, I can teach people a valuable lesson about assumptions.
Yeah, well, the initial impression is that this, the stereo one, that it picks up, like, it doesn't sound as flat for some reason. Like, it picks up a little bit more on the low mids. Okay. But to confirm this, we can have a look at the little thing here. So this is the blue mic again.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's find another one. I wear a stethoscope so that in a medical emergency, I can teach people a valuable lesson about assumptions.
And this is the other one, the Razer mic.
Mm-hmm. I wear a stethoscope so that in a medical emergency, I can teach people a valuable lesson about assumptions.
So you can see there's a bit more stuff going on in the low mids if you compare it again with the Zoom. It's a little bit like a taste thing as well, I think.
Sure.
I mean, to do like a proper comparison, like we would probably, if we use like a Super Pro mic in there, like the one that's, you know, like 10,000 kroner mic in a silent booth, like then we would really could probably see even more difference or comparison.
Your professional opinion as a consumer grade streaming mic, where do you think like the audio quality's at?
No, I think it's good. I think it definitely does the job. It just sounds good, you know.
A big cat escaped its cage at the zoo yesterday. If I saw that, I'd poo my pants. If someone was going to pick this up as a streaming microphone, what are the kind of things that you think they could add to the microphone process to make it sound a little bit better, given that it's also going in through USB?
Well, I think it's always going to be a lot about the room. Just the room itself. Like if you record in a bathroom, it's gonna always not be that great. So like the more stuff there is, like carpet on the floor is an easy thing, right? And some maybe curtains as well, and maybe try to stay away from like windows or metallic surfaces and stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, hopefully with I was kind of thinking like with the USB mics that you might get some kind of interference with with the electricity and stuff like that, or get some ground tone stuff. But I mean, there's nothing of that there, so it sounds like a good mic, especially for for just plugging in into your computer and just going with it.
You might think it's funny, but it's not.
Right. Yeah. So I'm tired of the jokes now.
What? Come on, man. So let's be honest, if Razer sent us through this microphone and it was a hunk of junk, we wouldn't make a video about it. But in all complete honesty, this thing is a really, really solid microphone. If you're looking to get into streaming, doing some YouTube stuff, or you, for some reason, want to make your Skype calls infinitely better, the Razer Seiren X is a really solid microphone. It's super plug and play. The drivers install in about 10 seconds, and then you're ready to go and make everything that much better in terms of audio. Now, the only real reason we'll be sticking with our current microphone setup on the stream is a purely technical one. We have a little bit more control, which is nice, with the XLR and mixer configuration that we have going on right now. But as I mentioned, a lot of people aren't wanting to run that kind of configuration. It's very cost prohibitive and not really worth it if you're just starting out. And on that note, if you are starting out or looking to, we're gonna give this one away right now. All you gotta do to be in the draw to win this Razer Seiren X microphone is comment below. Say anything you want in the comment section. Something nice is always appreciated. We'll pick someone and then we'll send this out to you as soon as we can. Giving away stuff is always fun as well, and we'll do more of that in the future. If that's something you're into, hit subscribe, like this video, even though it tanks your chances of winning a microphone, and we'll see you next week.